Hey guys, Robot here and welcome to the solo boss fight guide on the new zombies map, the Tomb. Now first off we're going to look at the loadout that you're going to bring into the boss fight. Now you will need a bullet weapon because explosive weapons and the ray gun and the ice staff don't actually deal any damage to the sentinel artifact. Some bullet weapons are much better than others because they need to be accurate. I tried this with the dual wield SOG and it didn't work very well because their accuracy means you're not actually hitting a lot of the shots because you can't ADS. And I also tried it with the AK-47. It didn't work too well either. I highly recommend the C9 with this loadout, or at the very least just the double extended mags, as it makes it so you don't need to even use a whole mag to be able to destroy one phase of the boss, which is really useful. It will make sense a little bit later when we actually get into it. And for the other weapon you want to use the ice staff because it is very powerful, not necessarily against the boss, but at just keeping you alive during the boss fight. Now for your field upgrade, I recommend using Ether Shroud with the double charge augment on it, because that just means that you can have 2 get out of jail free cards. And for Gobblegums, you don't really need any of them, but Idolize doesn't hurt to just have in case you get into a sticky situation when you don't have any self-revisor. You just need a break so you can absolutely beam the boss. Now, when you go into the boss fight, you'll interact with the Sentinel artifact and it will shoot a laser out and begin spinning. It also, while it's spinning, it will go up and down between the levels. So it starts off spinning at the bottom and then it will slowly move up and then it will go back down again and then go up to the top. I recommend sitting on these platforms on the lower level behind walls so you're protected from the laser beam, because it will absolutely melt your health. So if you do get hit by it, you will probably die instantly, or at the very least it will destroy all of your armor and make you one shot. So just sit here and spam charge shots on the ice staff. Whenever one runs out, just put another one down. Now once the Sentinel artifact has went up to the top floor, back down again, and then up to the top yet again, it will then aim into one of the statues and change its beam color to purple. During this point, you're going to want to go into the middle, shoot a charged ice staff shot onto the ground, take out your bullet weapon and just spray into it. You won't actually notice any damage to the boss until you've fully broken the Sentinel artifact, and then that will take just a big chunk off of its health. The second phase is very similar, however now there's 2 Sentinel artifacts shooting lasers in the middle, so again just sit behind the walls, use the ice staff and you will be fine. Once it does the cycle going up, down, up, it will then shoot into the statues again, put a charged ice staff shot down in the middle and destroy both of these with your bullet weapon. Now this is where you can go into technically 2 different phases, so if you're only able to destroy one of these Sentinel artifacts, it will then spawn one more in, so there will be 3, and then you just need to go back, sit behind the walls, wait for it to complete the cycle again, then shoot them. Now once you've gotten to having 4 of them, this is the last time you'll need to go through the cycle, so it will go up, down, up, yet again as it has for the previous ones, and you will need to only destroy one of the Sentinel artifacts this time. Still shoot the ice staff on the ground because it will just protect you, because zombies still do spawn during this. Now once you've done this, the boss fight will change drastically. So now instead of having to wait for the Sentinel artifacts to complete its cycle of going up, down, up, now 2 enemies will spawn with Sentinel artifacts attached to them. You can see it on their head, it's quite obvious. There will be one with an orange tinted one and one with the blue tinted one. I recommend during this phase to still sit behind these walls and just put your ice staff on the ground, and whenever these enemies show up just use your bullet weapons on them, as you can only actually damage the enemies with the Sentinel artifacts with bullet weapons, so the ice staff will protect you from all other enemies while you're hitting these guys. Once you defeat the enemy with the orange tinted one, it will spawn the Sentinel artifact. Just shoot that with your bullet weapon to destroy it and you can spawn another one of the enemies with the orange one and the blue. Now the blue one, you're going to do the same thing, just attack the zombie or enemy until it dies. However this time it's not going to drop a Sentinel artifact, it will actually just go into the middle. You're just going to repeat this over and over again, just use your bullet weapons on them and destroy the Sentinel artifact. Once you've done this a few times, there will be a lot of Sentinel artifacts in the middle, and you should get a quote from your character if you're playing as one of the dedicated crew. Once this happens, we're into the final phase of the boss fight, which is arguably the easiest. So all you're going to want to do is go up to the top where all of these ghost Sentinel artifacts are shooting to the actual physical one. Use something like Ether Shroud or an ice staff shot to the ground or Idolize, and just shoot it with your bullet weapon until it breaks. It doesn't take too many bullets. They are a little bit stronger than the ones that we did fight earlier, but it's not by much, so you might only need to use like a mag and a half rather than less than a mag if you're using the C9. And once you've destroyed that Sentinel artifact, you've completed the boss and you're gifted with the most disappointing cutscene of all time. Now if you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, as that does help out the channel. And also comment down below what other kind of zombies videos you want to see. This has been Jumping Robot, thank you for watching and I'll see everyone in the next one.